Hello class 6, how are you all? So we had been studying chapter fiber to fabric, yes, fiber to fabric, and in this chapter last time we studied some vocabulary and we also studied the uses of cotton, uses of wool, uses of jute, yes, but uses of cotton, uses of jute, uses of wool, all these are not given in your book. All these are not given in your book. Only the previous class, whatever I showed you in the previous class, whatever I showed you, you had to learn only vocabulary. Yes. In today's class, we will again have a look once again vocabulary. We will again check out the vocabulary. Then we will study some definition related to fiber, fabric, types of fiber. All these topic we will cover in this chapter. Okay. So at first, let's begin with vocabulary of previous class. Let's begin. Okay kids, as you can see on the screen, few words, few vocabulary word. Leftover. Leftover means remaining. Stitch, S-T-I-T-C-H, stitch. Stitch means to do needlework. Yes. Fleece, F-L-E-E-C. Fleece means hair of sheep. Strands. Strands means thin thread made of fiber. Thin threads made of fiber. Cotton balls. Cotton balls means fruits of cotton plant. Fabric. Fabric means cloth or textile structure. Immerse, I-M-M-E-R-S-E. Immerse means to sink. First word is leftover. Leftover means remaining. Because we are studying about fabric, we are studying about clothes. If you go to a tailor, we know that tailor stitch the cloth, S-T-I-T-C-H. Tailor stitch the cloth, and while stitching the cloth, few pieces of cloth, small pieces of cloth which are left over, tailor threw away. Yes, all these leftover pieces, leftover means remaining. Yeah, while stitching means to do needlework. Tailor do stitching work, tailor threw away all these leftover pieces. The leftover pieces actually contain strand. Yeah, they all contain strand. Strand means they all have strand. Means they all have thin threads made of fiber. Maybe the cloth made up of cotton ball. Cotton ball means root of cotton plant. Yes. So cloth means fabric. Okay. Cloth means fabric. So these are the vocabulary studied in previous class. Now let's move on the next point. Okay. Let's see few words again. Harvest, H-A-R-V-E-S-T, harvest. Harvest means to cut and gather. Unravel. Unravel means to open or disentangle. Drape. Drape, covering loosely with cloth, or you can say draperies, drapers. Synthetic, man-made. Ginning, process of separating fiber from seed. Okay, first word, harvest. Harvest means to cut and gather. Farmer harvest jute and cotton crop. Yes. Farmer harvest jute and cotton crop. Harvest means cut and gather. Yes. They get cotton from cotton plant. Farmer get cotton from cotton plant. Then they unravel it. Unravel it means separate or disentangle to get good fiber to make cloth. Yes, they make drapers. Drapers means loose cloth. Okay. But nowadays clothes are actually synthetic. Yes, they are made up of synthetic fiber, means man. So farmer separate cotton by ginning process. Farmer separate cotton by ginning process. Ginning means process of separating fiber from seed. These are the words. Harvest means to cut and gather. Unravel, to open or disentangle. Wrap, covering loosely with cloth. Synthetic, man-made. Ginning, process of separating fiber from seed. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, first topic is clothes. You will not write this topic in your notebook. Don't write this topic in your notebook. This is just for your information I have added. Okay, clothes. So we wear clothes. Why do we wear? So clothes are included in basic need. Yes, there are three basic needs: food, shelter. Shelter mean house where you live, living place. Okay, food, shelter and clothing are basic needs. Yes, food, shelter and clothing are basic need. Yes, we need three things every day. Without food we cannot get energy. Shelter, we need shelter to protect us from climatic condition. Cloth, we need clothes to protect ourselves from winter, summer, monsoon season. Yes, clothes are made of material that suit the weather of a place. Yes, clothes are made up of different kind of material. Clothes are made up of different kind of material. Yes, according to the weather place. And they protect us. From heat of the sun, rain and cold. Yes, clothes protect us from heat, means from sunlight during summer. They also protect us from monsoon. Yes, means rain and cold, winter. So clothes are very useful. Cotton clothes keep ourselves cool. Yes, cotton clothes keep us cool. Cool. When do we wear cotton clothes? This is the question for you. You will tell me. I am not going to tell you the answer. In which season do we wear cotton clothes? In which season do we wear cotton clothes? Raincoat. What is the work of raincoat? Yes, raincoat protect us from rain. Raincoat protect us from rain. Woolen cloth. Yes, woolen clothes means cloth of wool. 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 Clothes made of wool. Clothes made of wool. Woolen clothes keep ourselves warm. Yes, woolen clothes keep our body warm. Yes, keep our body temperature little bit high. Woolen clothes do not keep our body cool, keep our body warm. Now you tell me, in which season do we wear woolen clothes? In which season do we wear woolen clothes? I am not going to tell you answer because this is the question of third class. So you might have studied in third class. So woolen clothes keep ourselves warm. Cotton clothes keep ourselves cool. Raincoat protect us from rain. Yes. And you know, sometimes we wear full sleeved clothes. Yes, we wear. Sometimes we wear full sleeved clothes. Yes. Why? Because full sleeved clothes protect us from insect. INSECT. There are many insects, mosquito. They also protect us from flies. Yes. That's why we should wear. Sometimes we wear full sleeved clothes. Sometimes we wear half sleeved clothes. They protect us from us. So, food, shelter and clothing are our basic need. And clothes are made up of different material according to the season. Yes, according to the weather of a place. What is the work of clothes? They protect us from sun, rain and cold. Yes. What is the work of clothes? Clothes protect us from heat of the sun, rain and cold. Cotton clothes keep our body cool. Rain clothes we wear in rainy season, means in monsoon season. Woolen clothes keep our body warm. Sometimes we wear full sleeve clothes to protect from insect. Okay, hope you understood. Now let's move on the main point. Okay kids, now let's begin the topic. First, we will understand three definition: the meaning of fiber, the meaning of yarn, YARN, and the meaning of fabric. Yes, fiber, yarn, fabric. So, fiber, yarn and fabric. We will see the definition of all these three words. Please write down these three definitions in your book. First definition, fiber. What are fiber? Fibers are hair-like substance. Fibers are hair-like substance, or you can say fiber are hair-like structure. That is the basis of all yarn and fabric. Yes, yeah, that is the basis of all yarn and fabric. Yes. It means yarn means thread. Yarn are actually thread, twisted. Fabric means cloth. So the base of yarn and fabric, is fiber. And what is fiber? Fiber is a hair-like substance. Yes, just like your hair. Our hair are so thin. Our hairs are so thin. In the same way, fibers are also thin. So fibers are hair-like structure. Yes, fibers are hair-like substance, which are the base of yarn and fabric. What is the meaning of yarn? Fibers that are twisted together. Yes, yarn means fibers that are twisted together. Yes, they are entangled together. They are entangled together. Yes, fibers that twisted together are known as yarn. Yes, fibers that twisted together that are known as yarn. Okay, next, fabric. Material made by joining yarns through weaving, knitting or felting. Yes. What is fabric? Fabric means that cloth which is formed when yarn means those fibers which are twisted together, when yarn joined together by weaving, knitting. Yes, when yarn joined together by different process, then a material form which is known as fabric. These are the three definitions. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, so what is fiber? Fiber is actually a hair-like substance that is the base of all yarn and fabric. What is yarn? Yarn is actually those fibers that are twisted together. Yarn are those fibers that are twisted together. Fabric. Fabric is a material made by joining yarn. Fabric is a material made by joining yarn. Okay. There is one more definition of fiber. Fibers are actually raw material. Fibers are raw material. Yes. Which are used to make textile item. Fibers are raw material which are used to make textile item. So, in simple word, I have already shown you the definition on the screen. It is very simple, you can easily learn. Okay, fibers are hair-like substance. Okay, which are the base of yarn and fabric. And yarn, fibers that are twisted together. Fabric are material made by joining yarn. When yarn join, fabric is formed. Okay, I hope you understood. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's begin the type of fiber. Types of fiber. Okay. There are two types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber. Yes, there are two types of fiber, natural fibers and man-made fiber. Natural fiber, we get natural fiber from vegetables, animals, minerals. Yes, we get natural fiber from vegetables, animals and minerals. Yes. And man-made fiber may be regenerated cellulose, means they made of cellulose. Synthetic means they made by chemicals. And acetate cellulose, they are also made of cellulose. Yes. So there are two types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber. Natural fiber we get from vegetable, animals and minerals. Which fiber do we get from vegetable? Means which fiber do we get from plants? Cotton, linen, kapok, jute, hemp. These are plant fiber, these are natural fiber. Yes. So cotton, linen, kapok, jute, hemp, all these fiber we get from plant. All these are natural fiber. Animal, yes. Silk and wool. Silk we get from silkworm, wool from sheep. Silk we get from silkworm, wool from sheep. So both are animal. Mineral. Asbestos is a mineral fiber. All these are natural fiber. And man-made fiber, regenerated cellulose. Yes, then cellulose is again regenerated. Then man-made fiber form nitrocellulose rayon, viscose rayon, all these are regenerated. But do you know man-made fiber are cheaper in comparison to natural fiber? Yes, man-made fiber are not so much expensive. Which are synthetic fiber? You can see on the screen polyester, nylon, acrylic. Yes, polyester, nylon and acrylic, they are synthetic. Yes, they are formed from chemicals. Acetate cellulose, nylon. Nylon is also a man-made fiber. Okay, all these are man-made fiber. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So there are two types of fibers, natural fiber and man-made fiber. Natural fiber we get from plants, animals, mineral, and man-made fiber may be regenerated cellulose, synthetic, acetate cellulose. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. So kids, you know that there are two types of fiber, natural fibers and man-made fibers. Let's see the definition of natural fibers and man-made fiber. Let's see the definition. Please write down it in your notebook. Natural fiber, the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals are called natural fiber. Yes, the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals are called natural fiber. Yes, these fiber we get from plant and animal. Not only from plant and animal, we also get from minerals. Yes, we also get from minerals. Yes, so like cotton, jute, silk, wool. Cotton we get from cotton plant. Jute fiber we get from jute plant. Silk fiber we get from an insect whose name is silkworm. Yes, cotton we get from cotton plant, jute we get from jute plant, silk we get from an insect whose name is silkworm. Wool we get from sheep animal. Yes, sheep animal. So we can say we get natural fiber from different plant and different animal. We get natural fiber from different plants and different animals, and also from minerals like asbestos. Let's see man-made fibers. Man-made fiber, the fibers that are synthesized in laboratory. Yes, the fibers that are synthesized means prepared. Fibers which are prepared in laboratory, which are prepared in lab, means they are chemical, made by chemical. Man-made fibers are made by chemicals. Yes, example you can see nylon, acrylic, terylene, terrycotton, polyester, etc. Yes, fibers which are synthesized means prepared in lab, or you can say fibers which are made by man using chemicals. Yes, these are nylon, acrylic, terylene, terrycotton, polyester. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, so I hope you understood the meaning of natural fiber and man-made fiber. Fibers that we get from plant and animal are called natural fiber, and fibers that prepared in laboratory are called man-made fiber. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, I have written a question, how to make fabric. How to make fabric. I will show you a short method how to make fabric. Then we will study later in detail how to make fabric. You can see on the screen a short and sweet method how to make fabric. fabric. You can see on the screen. Can you see? So at first what do? We make yarn. We make yarn from fiber. Then we make fabric from yarn. What are fiber? Fibers are hair-like substance. Yes, what are fibers? Fibers are hair-like substance which are the base of yarn and fabric. And what is yarn? Yarn fiber which twisted together. Yes. Fabric. What is fabric? Fabric is a material made by joining yarn. Okay. Point number 1. Look on the screen. Point number 1. All fabric is made from fiber, either natural or synthetic. Yes. All fabric is made from fiber, either natural or synthetic. The fiber is processed and twisted into yarn. At first, what do? We twist fibers that we get from different plants, animals, mineral. Fibers, they are processed and twisted into yarn. Yes, we do a processing in a machine or manually, then twist into yarn. We convert into yarn. Yes, fibers are twisted into yarn. Means fibers are converted into yarn. Then point number 3 is the yarn is then woven or knit into fabric. Yes. Then we woven the yarn or knit the yarn. We will re-study what is the meaning of knit and what is the meaning of woven. Just understand, just remember that yarn is woven, means yarn is converted into fabric. Yarn is used to make fabric. Okay, so what is fiber? Fiber is raw material, or you can say hair-like substance, which is the base of yarn and fabric. At first, what do? We process the fiber and twist it into yarn. What do? We process the fiber and twist it into yarn. What do? We do the processing of fiber. We do processing of fiber in a machine and twist it into yarn. Then what do? Yarn is then woven or knitting into fabric. Yes, then yarn is converted into fabric. So we make yarn from fiber and fabric from yarn. We make yarn from fiber and fabric from yarn. We make yarn from fiber and fabric from yarn. I hope you understood. You can write down it. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay kids, now let's move on the next point. So kids, first topic, natural fiber. We know that there are two types of fiber, natural fiber and synthetic fiber, or you can say man-made fiber. Yes. There are two types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber. Yes, there are two types of fibers, natural fiber and man-made fiber. But in your book only natural fibers are given. Yes. So we will study about only natural fiber. We will not study about man-made fiber. In 7th class you will study man-made fiber. In 7th class you will study man-made fiber. Okay. So I have shown you 4 man-made fiber. Sorry, 4 natural fiber. I have shown you 4 natural fiber. 2 fibers we get from natural fiber we get from animals and plant. You know what are natural fiber? What are natural fiber? What are natural fiber? Yes, what are natural fibers? The fiber which are obtained from plants and animals are called natural fiber. The fibers which are obtained from plants and animals are called natural fiber. The fibers which are obtained from plants and animals are called natural fiber. Which fiber do we obtain from animals? You can see on the screen, animal fiber, wool and silk. Animal fibers are wool and silk. And which fiber do we obtain from plants? Cotton and linen. Cotton and linen. In your book, only wool and cotton is given. In your book, only wool and cotton is given. So we will study wool and cotton, but I will also give you information about silk and linen. Okay, you no need to write about silk and linen, just understand only. Okay, you will not write about silk and linen, you will write only about wool and cotton. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, facts. I have shown you some facts related to wool. You will not write, don't write this one, don't write this one, fact, F-A-C-T-S, facts. You will not write, just for your information, I am showing you. Okay, you will not write this one. You can see the fleece of sheep. What is the meaning of fleece? It is written in vocabulary. Fleece means hair of sheep. The fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool. Yes, wool we get from sheep. Do you think sheep is the only source of wool? No, there are many sources. We get wool from many animals, not only from sheep. Yes, not only we get wool from sheep, but also we get from many animals. Next point, wool is obtained from goat hair. Yes, wool is obtained from goat hair. Goat also give wool. The under fur of Kashmiri goat is soft. It is woven into fine shawl called Pashmina shawl. Yes, there is a goat which live in Kashmir. The name of goat is Kashmiri goat. The name of goat is Kashmiri goat. And the fur of Kashmiri goat, fur means hair of goat. Fur means hair. Fur of Kashmiri goat means thin hair of Kashmiri goat. Fur means thin hair of Kashmiri goat is very soft. Yes. What is the use of fur? What is the use of these thin hair? These hairs, the hair of Kashmiri goat, used to make shawl. Yes, used to make shawl. Which shawl? The name of shawl is Pashmina shawl. Yes, Pashmina shawl. Yes. The fur, the hair on the body of camels is also used as wool. Yes. Do you know the fur of camel? The fur of camel are also used to make wool. Yes, they are also used as wool. Yes. So we get wool from sheep, we get wool from goat, we get wool from camel, we get wool from sheep, we get wool from goat. Which goat? Kashmiri goat. And we use the fur of Kashmiri goat to make shawl. Which shawl? Pashmina shawl. And we also get fur from camel. We use as wool. I hope you understood. You will not write this one. Now let's move on the next point. Linen, L-I-N-E-N, linen. What is linen? Linen is a natural fiber. What is linen? Linen is a natural fiber. We get linen from plants. Yes, we get linen from plants. Do you know from which plant do we get linen? From which plant do we get linen? We get linen from natural plant. We get linen from flax plant. We get linen from flax plant. Yes, what is the name of plant? Flax plant. You will not write this one. Don't write, kids. As I said, this is not in your book. This is not in your book. But for your information, I am showing it. Okay. So linen is obtained from flax plant. Okay. We get linen from the stalk of the plant. Yes, stalk of the plant. Okay. And it is creamy, white to light. The color of linen can be creamy, white. Okay. So this fiber can easily dyed. Yes, we can give color to this fiber. Yes, we can give different color to this fiber. This fiber can easily dye. D-Y-E-D, dyed, means we can give color. And the color does not fade. The color does not fade when we wash. The color does not disappear when we wash it. Yes. But linen, this fiber wrinkle easily. Yes, wrinkle. Have you seen wrinkle in your shirt when you do not press it? Yes. But it can easily press only. Also, it can easily press only. Also. So linen does wrinkle easily, but we can easily press it. Okay. Linen like cotton can also be boiled without damaging the fiber. Yes, we can also boil it. We can also boil it, just like cotton, without damaging the damage. Fiber of linen doesn't damage. So, linen we get from flax plant. It is creamy white to light, and it can easily be dyed. It can wrinkle, but it can easily press, and it can easily boil without damaging the fiber. I hope you understood. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, look the picture. Can you see a plant? What is the name of this plant? The name of this plant is linen. Yes. What is the name of this plant? Linen. The flowers of linen plant are so beautiful. Okay, linen plant. And what is near the linen plant? Can you see something in brown color, creamy white color? It is creamy white color. Can you see what is this? This is fiber, linen fiber. Yes, it means we get linen fiber from linen plant. Yes, we get linen fiber from linen plant. And we know that linen fiber is white, creamy to light, and it can be easily dye. It can be easily dye means we can give color to it, and the color doesn't fade when washed. The color doesn't fade. The color does not wash off. Okay. And linen, you can see linen fiber, it is wrinkled, so it can easily wrinkle, but can easily press also. It can boil without damaging the fiber. It can boil without damaging the fiber. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Kids, next topic is silk. Silk. This topic is also not in book, so you will not write. Please not write. Do not write. Please don't write. Okay. Just for your information, I have added. So silk fiber produced as a cocoon covering by the silkworm. Yes. Silkworm produce silk. Silkworm produce silk. Yes. And this fiber is produced as a cocoon. Yes. This fiber is produced as a cocoon covering by the silkworm. Yes. Covering by the silkworm. It is valuable for its use in fine fabric. Yeah, it is very valuable, and it is fine fabric. It is very fine fabric. Silkworm. Silkworm is an insect. Yes. The cocoon of silkworm. The cocoon of silkworm. You can see in the picture white color. Can you see white color? This is called cocoon, which is actually covered around the silk worm. It is covered around the silkworm. silkworm is actually not a worm. Yes, silkworm is not a worm. Like earthworm, redworm, it is not a worm. It is actually, you can say, caterpillar. Okay. Although cocoon covering of fiber are made by large number of insects. Yes. Even the covering of cocoon covering of fiber also made of large number of insects. Yes. Just remember that silk we get from silk fiber. Silk fiber is obtained from silkworm. The cocoon of silkworm give us silk fiber. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the last point. Okay kids, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. Define following. Find fiber and fabric. Define following. Fiber and fabric. Fiber and fabric. So what is fiber? Hair-like substance, which is the base of yarn and fabric. Yes, fiber is a hair-like substance which is the base of yarn and fabric. And what is fabric? Material which is formed by joining yarn by different process like weaving, knitting. So what is fabric? Fabric is a material. Fabric is a material which is formed by joining yarn together. Yes. What is yarn? Yarn is a fiber that twisted together. Question number 2. Write the types of fiber. There are 2 types of fiber, natural fiber and plant fiber. Natural fiber we get from plant, animal. There are 2 types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber. There are 2 types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber. Natural fiber we get from plant, animal and mineral. And man-made fiber are synthetic fiber. They are regenerated cellulose or acetate cellulose. So there are 2 types of fiber, natural fiber and man-made fiber. Question number 3. What are natural fiber and synthetic fiber? Synthetic means man-made. What are natural fiber? The fibers which are obtained from plants and animal are called natural fiber. The fibers which are obtained from plants and animal are called natural fiber, like silk, cotton, jute, okay, linen. And what are synthetic fiber? The fiber which are synthesized. Synthesized means prepared in laboratory. The fibers which are synthesized, prepared in laboratory are called synthetic fiber, like nylon, polyester. Okay. I hope you understood. Now today's class is finished. Now we will meet in next class. We will study about cotton and wool. Okay. Till then, goodbye.